Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video about how I do or have done my notes from first year till final year. So I've got together all the notes that I can find, and I do have videos on this from first year and second year somewhere on my YouTube channel. So if you're first year and second year, feel free to hunt those down. But yeah, I'll talk through what I did then, what I do now, what's the difference, and yeah, I hope it's useful. If you don't already, please subscribe to this channel. I love making videos, but I also love when people subscribe. So yes, please do subscribe to the channel and like, comment, let me know what other videos you want to see. But let's get into it. So I have stuff from first and second year. I'm just going to kind of group that together because I think I did all the same types of, like my notes the same. This is a book. This was like from Ryman's or something. This book is like 5 years old. Oh my god. Ooh. False substrates. I'm just opening the first page and there's like RCM stickers. I was just trying to make sure there's nothing else on there. But it's got like the first ever module we did written on, and it's got some random notes on post-it notes on there. So cells, tissue, oh my god, wow. Like the book is falling apart at the seams. That's how old it is. So this was me basically. I wrote notes. If there was a lecture, I would write notes on whatever was covered in the lecture, and yeah, I would make them pretty. I would take notes in the lecture and then come home and rewrite the notes. Like that's how much note taking I did. And have color. Ooh, this is cute. Basic biological medicine-y stuff. All stuff that I would say I think I've forgotten. But yeah, muscle contraction and motility. But yes, I do like really colorful notes, and I like bubble, like bubble stuff where you write a little bit, put it in a bubble. Okay, that's that. And then now I would like put little arrows coming off it. I'll show you what I'm doing, what I've been doing in final year. But it has kind of changed since this time because first of all, I don't have time to go to a lecture, receive information, make notes in the lecture, and then come home and then rewrite it again. Like, I don't know how I managed to do this or how I had time to do this. I guess then again, first and second year is all pretty much lecture based, so you do have time. But yes, very colourful. All the colours in the world. Well, it's interesting because one of my friends hates colour. Her notes are all black and white and the odd highlighter. So yeah, these are my first year notes. This is like, was this second semester first year or first semester? I'm not sure, but this was like proper first year, and that's how I was doing my notes then. So yes, attend the lecture, make notes in the lecture, come home, go over the information in the notes that I got in the lecture and that were on the PowerPoints, and make them into my own little notes. That's what I did in first year. For second year, I've managed to locate a folder. I definitely had books in second year that I made notes in. I just don't know where they are at the moment. So they do exist, but they would look a lot like the first year notes. But we had other modules in second year, and I love a to-do list. If you know me now, ooh, something in my eye. Oh gosh. Whoa. Oh, it must be the dust from this folder. Oh, I hope I don't start like coughing and sneezing. But anyway, sidetracking. I love a to-do list. So if you know me now, you know how much I love a to-do list. That's always been me. I've always been like that. I've always made lists. This is a to-do list from, I'm going to say second year, judging by what's on there. And I'll literally just write what lectures I need to cover, tick them when they're done. Like this is me to a T. This is like me absolutely to a T. To-do list. I live for a to-do list. So let's see how I did notes here. Oh gosh, everything is all a bit dusty. So I would just add like little bits so you can see the printout, and then I would add, oh gosh, the lights are actually so bright. I would add a little bit on the side just as part of my own, okay, what I picked up in the lecture. Let's see if there's anything. This is so dusty. I've literally like I know I have boxes somewhere in this house with notes from first and second year, but these were on my little cabinet thing, so I was like, oh, let me grab those, they'll be good to use. But boy, it's dusty. Ooh, anatomy. Let's see what's in the anatomy folder. This is pretty much like, I love writing stuff down. I really struggle to study without physically writing. I feel like the act of writing stuff down is something that I need to do to be like, okay, I've studied because I've written something down. But yeah, that's how I was doing anatomy in second year. I'm gonna guess it's the second year anatomy. Ooh, the Circle of Willis. This is like essential. Every medic would tell you about this. Again, very, very colorful. A friend of mine gave me, when I was 18, she gave me some pens for my 18th birthday. Shout out to you, Hannah, if you ever watch this video. And I remember using those pens up until third year, like a degree later. So once I got into the pens, that was it. There was no going back. It was like a bunch of colorful pens. Yeah. And then, so yeah, second year, we started to get more into clinical stuff. So I see here, I've got like a little gas GI history and how to take a GI history. I've got it written down. But yeah, so I guess I would have written, I did kind of write myself little scripts in first and second year just to help. And underneath it, there's one about how to examine the abdomen. And Geeky Medics was the plug, like, I would be watching Geeky Medics videos, using our uni resources, again, diabetic history, what to ask in a diabetic history, all these things. And again, very colorful. If there's a trend, the trend is color. I like when stuff jumps out at me when, you know, it's not all bland and black and white. I think that's a good summary of first and second year. Anatomy, physiology, and a bit of clinical. That's how I did notes for it all in first and second year. So, moving to third year. Third year was when we started like proper clinical work. So it was really tough to balance going on placement, coming home, writing notes, watching lectures, blah, 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 blah. It was actually a lot. So I have notes, really good A1, 10 out of 10 notes for my surgery placement. That was my first placement in third year. And then I had medicine, and then I had the specialties. So the notes progressively get, like they get worse and then non-existent from my first placements to my last placements. I'll show you my surgery notes. My surgery notes are fam. So I have a folder this big, mainly general surgery. The theme continues. So, stuff like this. Gallstones. Again, I love having something on a page, just one thing all on a page, end of story. And so I would add, so let's say this was written first, and then I would come back and like add little bits in. Is this upside down? No, it's the right way. And vice versa, and so forth and so on. Like I would then come back and add little bits in with a different color, and then add more, and then add more. Again, it's all super colorful because I live my life in color. Like I just, monochrome, monotone, mono stuff is just dull and dead, and it's not exciting. All of the same. Colorectal cancer. Again, all the little added bits are stuff that I've come back and then added maybe during revision or after another lecture or after I've been to a clinic or something. I would have come back and added stuff on. Like, again, this was my first placement in third year, so I was still in the same habits as I was in first and second year. Still in the same good note-taking habits. Like, look at this. Fam! Sorry, excuse my ugly nails. I need to take off the gel because I go back to a hospital placement in like 2 days, so I need to take that off. But yeah, look how good, how pretty is this? So pretty, so nice, fam. And imagine I have notes like this for every general surgery topic. If it's in the essential surgery book, then I have it as a page of notes. Like that's how I actually don't know how I had the time or the energy or the patience. AAA. Another page. Like, who has time for this? But I also really did enjoy my general surgery placement. There's a whole, I could keep going. It's a whole folder of these notes, just constantly. I went through a phase of trying to mind map, but I think mind mapping maybe wasn't, it didn't come as easily for me. So this is me attempting to mind map, very empty. Obviously there are more lower urinary tract symptoms than these, but yeah. I tried to mind map. Again, very, very colorful, very me. I think that's first, second, and third year done pretty much in terms of my note making. Fourth year, end of third year, I discovered the iPad. So I was doing a lot of notes on the iPad, and I was using like widely available notes, so like Alistair Scott notes that you can find if you just Google, and there's other notes that are like widely available that I was using and would just annotate them on the iPad. So I was still getting the feel of writing, but it wasn't taking me quite as much time as having to actually just do my own notes from scratch. So that was third year. Fourth year, I was really not a good note taker at all in fourth year. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know where. I don't know why. Actually, I think I have a little notebook that I took to placement, which I might have notes in. Bear with me one second. So I found a third year, a book that I took with me on placement to third year, and I wrote notes in. And I think one of my friends got me this. Again, I have such amazing friends that buy me the most amazing gifts, honestly. I think this was from Kim. I'm 100% sure this was from Kim. So this like notebook from Paper Chase, and if I was on placement, I would just write stuff down. So for example, glaucoma, and then that's like some notes on glaucoma. Hyperkalemia, random notes. It will be like if there's a tutorial on placement, or if I'm just like sat down in a clinic and stuff is being said, just writing that down. Again, like that. I love this notebook. It's the right size. It's perfect. It's so colorful, you know? It was so good. So I used this in third year. I used this so much in third year. And there were clear pages. There were pages that had squares on them. It was all types of stuff. I found it so, like, come on, headaches. And then write down the headaches and what symptoms correspond with the headaches, all in a compact book. So if I was going somewhere and I just had this book, I could flick through the book and revise. Like, this is, I stand this. So this was a book that I used, and it was a gift. Fourth year, I did do notes, and I found the book, and again, guess what? It was also a birthday gift. This was from Nosheen, who you've seen in some of my other videos, and don't laugh, but this is one of the best birthday presents ever. Rumby's revision, like, come on. Do your friends get you notebooks with your picture all over them? Like, I think this was an awesome gift. So Nosheen got me this. I thought that was lovely. Can you note how bland this is? Ovarian cancer. Where are the colors, sis? Where are the colors? Endometrial cancer. So I would take this, usually on placement we had some tutorials for obs and gynae, and as the person was teaching and talking, I would be like writing down and making mind maps. Some highlighting. That means I must have gone back and gone over it and added the highlighted stuff. Ooh, this is a bit more colorful because it's got two colors. Again, the bubble thing, that's so me. Nice little facts, summarize it, pop it in a bubble, end of story. Peds, some peds stuff in here. Peds. You can see how simpler these notes are compared to my first, second, and third year notes. Like, this is just like write stuff down, get it done. Oh, I didn't realize I got so monochrome. Jeez. It's hurting my eyes even to look at this. Look. All one color. Did I even come back and use this for revision? Maybe I did. I don't know. But like, again, all one color. But still the bubbles and stuff. So that stayed consistent through the years, which is good to know. But loved this notebook. Absolutely loved this notebook. So this carried me through most of 4th year. Yeah. Peds stuff. And I love the fact that the pages are empty. And from what you've seen with my notes, I love a blank page. Give me a blank page. Let me write what I want to write on it. Don't confine me with lines. Let me write in the space that I want to write. So that's how I like to do my notes. I love blank pages. I love drawing. So yeah, the fact that the pages are blank, so me. So me. But no, I didn't realize that my 4th year notes got so monochrome. Now onto final year. To say I've been making new notes is a lie. I've not been making new notes this year. How I've been note taking is I'll be doing past med questions, for example. And then if I'm learning something that I didn't know from the question, I would write it down. And I'll show you, I have a book that I write it down, that I'm writing stuff down this year, and I'll show you that in a sec. But yes, past med, if I'm reading, let's say, a section in the handbook, and there's something I didn't know that I want to remember, I'll write that down. If like I'm in a tutorial, again, I would write stuff down. So it's not traditional note-taking where I'm learning brand new facts and really learning a subject from scratch. I'm not. I'm just trying to cover everything in the time that I have, which the amount of stuff we have to cover versus the amount of time we have is just ridiculous. You're never going to cover everything thoroughly. So I'm just trying to work through it as quickly as I can. So let me show you how I've been doing that. So I have a very plain book. It's getting plainer and plainer as the years have gone on. Revision of some surgery. And it's literally like I'm trying to just bang, 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 bang. Again, revision of urology, surgery. At this point, I've done surgery, medicine, GP twice. I've done most placements at this point. Dermatology, in fact, I've done all the placements I'm ever going to have at this point. I don't know why I'm saying I've done most, because I'm going to go back to surgery, go back to medicine, that's it. Dermatology, again, same theme, write stuff down, put it in a bubble, keep it moving. Write stuff down, put it in a bubble, keep it moving. And it's literally, it's more the revision aspect of it. Hematology, again, some basics, write stuff down, put it in a bubble, move on. Much more colorful. I didn't realize 4th year I became that person who did not have color in their revision notes. But yeah, back to being my normal colorful self in final year. Jaundice, although I do have some pages in here that are completely monochrome, but that's when I'm somewhere where, again, more notes, somewhere where I just have one pen with me and I do want to make notes, so I just note with what I have. I have a smaller book as well that I've been using in final year to write notes in. It's in my bag. Well, it's all the same stuff. It's got the same type of stuff as in here, so it's not any different. But it's just more, my bag is small, so this doesn't fit in my bag, so I just take the smaller notebook with me. You would have seen it in my what's in my bag. You would have seen that book. So yeah, don't need to show it to you here. Just go watch that video. You see the book. And that's it. That's pretty much how my note-taking has developed from first year now to final year. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it to this part of the video, you are the real MVP. Make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on Instagram at Rimby the Medic. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.